We made it. It is Friday. Time for Daily Bread.
Yeah,
Let's get that
sir.
weekend bankroll going on Friday night before we have a fun time this weekend. But Sosa, it's Friday. How the hell are you?
Hey man, I'm excited for the weekend. It should be a good one. Uh, that's pretty much it, man. Just ready for the weekend. It's been a long week. It's been a lot of bullshit that happened this week. But we're gonna not only kill the books, we're gonna make a shit ton of money and enjoy the weekend. Have fun doing it.
Yes, sir. My ass will be at a brewery tonight, so I'll be pretty hype about that. But to get into the plays today, all we got is MLB for you tonight. Check out the timeline. Sosa and I have been retweeting it. We got some our friends, our camaraderies, whatever you want to say, putting out some Olympic picks. So be sure to be checking those out. Other than that, what's up, Chris? What's up, Who You? Glad for you guys who are tapping in as usual live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Make sure to drop in the comments. Tell us what you're sweating tonight. If you got a question on the game, we might touch on every single one. We might skip out a few, but all we're going to be talking about is some baseball tonight.
Yes, sir. Straight to it tonight.
All right, the one game has already started. The D-backs at the Cubs, so I guess that's the only one we can't technically talk about. Sosa, is there a game that jumps out to you that you might not have a bet on, or do you just want to get right into your first play off your card?
The game that jumps out to me that's kind of interesting really is the Blue Jays being being plus money on the money line today. That's kind of strange to me. Yet they're favored on the run line. It's kind of crazy. They're -1.5, but they're plus money on the money line. It's kind of strange to me, to say the least. Obviously, the Blue Jays have disappointed again. They disappointed against Boston. They didn't play very great. So I don't know exactly how they're coming up with that, but that's one game that stuck out to me. I like the Blue Jays in that spot as far as runs go. My boy out of this world, my man. What it do? Check him out online. He's big into the sneaker game right now, man. That's my boy. So tap in with him. Drop your link in the comments so people can see.
Damn, Chris, why you gotta be coming in with that and stealing one of our plays? No, I'm just messing with you. We'll get to that one. I'll pop that comment up once we get to that game because it's always great when I'm seeing he's already agreeing. So with this Jays game, decent road team, 26-22. When they're road dogs or just between like right at the even money on the road, they're 13-13. So the books are in that spot, but they're killing the interleague where they're 13-2 in interleague games so far this season. Yep. I know that just seems pretty ridiculous just right off the bat, being able to own the division or the outside of your league that much, but I can always get behind fading the Mets. Is this an official play, or is this just one that you're potentially looking at?
The official play for me, I have two of them from two different books. On one book, you can get Blue Jays team total over 3.5 at -140. That's a play. Other books are getting it at over 4. That's at -122. I like both. So if you can get either on your book, I would happily roll with that. That offense is too good to be stymied for an super extended period of time, in my opinion.
So Matz is making his return too. Is this the first time he's pitching in New York since leaving the Mets? I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
So a little bit of I won't say revenge game, but you definitely know he's showing up tonight as well.
He also hasn't performed great. That entire rotation hasn't performed well. It's been the weakest point of the Toronto Blue Jays. We know they can score with anyone. The rotation and the bullpen, though, have been absolutely terrible.
Yeah, that's why we say we don't bet on the Jays to win, but it looks like you're doing it tonight.
No. I said the team total. Team total.
Oh, just team total.
Over 3.5, over 4. Getting them on the money line at plus money is a good value bet as well. But my play would be over 3.5, over 4. Over 3.5 is at -140. Over 4 is at -122.
All right, so let's get into the game that Chris wrote in with because we didn't give it its respect, I guess, last night, but it's Yankee Red Sox who really cares. I care tonight because if Chris already saying he bet it heavy and he wrote in with this stat, I was just more going off the bat that Boston going to show back up against the Red Sox. They got 5-4 last night with a nice little win. I just think they're going to continue the beatdown. The Yankees don't perform well this season in Boston's Park. Money line all day. If you can see what Chris has read up, Cole doesn't do well there. People are batting 1 for 3 against him, basically. I like it. You just got Eduardo Rodriguez, who's at home, who has a 5.16 ERA, but in his last 3 starts, he's really cleaned it up with a 2.16 ERA. Let's just hope he goes well against the Yanks. His last start was actually against the Yankees. He went 5 2/3 inning, 0 runs, 2 hits. That was in New York, so I'm definitely jumping on that Red Sox money line. I got that at -115.
Right. And like I said, I like that as well. I also like the over in the game personally. I like it to get a little out of hand on a Friday night, but that's just a personal play for me. I do like it though.
Oh, sorry, -120 on the play. I do not have -115.
That's the Red Sox money line.
Yep. I'm cool with it. I always like fading the New York teams.
Lock it in. And yeah, it's those are the plays that I like for that game. Yeah, I like the over 8.5. I have a hitter prop that I like tonight, that I really love tonight, and that comes from our locals, from the Philly team. I like Gene Segura to get me 2 hits today. It's at +135. I love the number. I love the matchup. I like him to get 2 hits.
Gene Jetpacks, Genie Sigs.
Yes, sir. That's an official play for me.
What a fucking dud of a game last night from them. Split the board. That was my one L. Was everyone was warning us about Matt Moore. We kind of neglected it, but the Grannies kind of is just what did it over there.
Shan, any thoughts on Rockies over 3.5 runs at +110? I like it. I also have the over. That was another play that I have. I obviously am going to bet the Dodgers run line tonight at -1.5. If you can get it at -1, some books you'll get it at -1. But I like the over in the game. I would never ever give out a play giving up where it's the opposing team playing my favorite team. Talking about the runs over. I mean, David Price has been terrible. He's given up runs to everybody he's faced. He's no longer what he used to be. So it's not a bad bet. Chichi Gonzalez being on the hill, he's not anything crazy to deal with.
Dude, why do we have so many of these back-to-back series? Because David Price just pitched against Coors on the 18th and went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. Like, it just seems like all these teams are seeing each other in both parks so quickly back-to-back post All-Star break.
It definitely is looking that way right now. So yeah, that's I'm looking at the slate. That's really what I love, man. Another play that I really, really love today is the Marlins first 5 plus half a run. That's my other final play that I love.
Going back to the well with your fish.
Yep, first 5. Marlins first 5 plus half a run at -106. That's what I like. What else are you looking at?
Book is being slow for right this second, but the game that caught my eye was the Angels.
The Angels
at Hap, fading Jay. Hap always seems like a good idea, even though he is at home. I was just trying to get what his home starts. He's 6.15 ERA overall, 4.25 at home, but 7.36 the last 3 starts. He's just not throwing it well, and he's getting hit pretty frequently here. That's where I know I don't really like betting favorite. I mean, they're only a slight favorite on the road. They're right at that -120 to 125 range as well. But Cobb seems to be doing pretty decent. No, decent. I mean, but not decent. Both of these pitchers have been getting shelled over their past few. So that's where Cobb is decent. Last 3 starts, 0 runs, but he's terrible on the road. No Cruz in the lineup either. That's a nice trade. That's where I was just thinking.
Great trade for Tampa. It's a great trade for Tampa. I like that too. Also, would probably go with the team total for the Angels. I think that's a solid play.
You think that one is safer than the win, or do you like if you had? Because that's where I was contemplating the total or the.
If I had to pick, I'd go the over 3.5.
All right, let me get that line for everyone just so it's official.
That would be my play, just based on matchup and what we've gotten.
I'm waiting for hopefully Spin Doctor get some fancy stats up here first. Why Hap stinks. Bullpen Bets, what's up? Thank you for tapping in.
My boy was cracking with you.
Yo, the LA's 4.5, man.
LA's 4.5. I would still, but there you can probably get 3.5 on another book.
It's not gonna be like 145, 150 though.
Yeah, it's like 155.
Thanks, yeah, Chris. That's a good one.
That tab sucks. Yeah, well, that's hashtag analysis. Yet more very, very spot on, hard hitting analysis. He does. He fucking stinks.
All right, so going a completely different way than this. Then we're just gonna go with the first 5. Sorry for jumping all around on this one. This was the way I was trying to back them. I rather just back Cobb, who's pitching pretty high right now. First 5. Money lines minus 115. The run lines plus 115. We'll just take the money line here, or the first 5 money line. Second play.
I'm rocking with it. So, man,
that's all you got? You only got 3 plays for the.
I gave 4. Those were 4. That was 4. I'm looking at a couple of nerfies, man, but I'm scared. I feel like tonight is one of those Friday nights where we're going to get a lot of runs. I really do. I mean, I'm looking at the matchups. There's not like a ton of, there's like outside of Garrett Cole, like there's not like one like dominant starter. And then we just saw that like starters, like there's not a bunch of great pitching on the mound tonight throughout pro baseball as far as starters, So that's what I'm thinking. A lot of overs. I like the over in the Yankees game.
I think I can find a game with 2 solid starters. The Sox versus the Brewers. You got Giolito versus Pilarcha, both under 4. I mean, Pilarcha has 2.44.
Peralta, yeah, okay, that's a good. But Peralta's their number 3 starter. His numbers look good. His numbers are good. Giolito's what, 8-6.
Yep. 3.9. I mean, the road's where you kind of try to fade him at because Peralta has a nice one. He's 2.11 at home. That's why I thought that's probably going to be like your most juiced nerfy, though, probably of the night.
So that game, but again, it's like, the games, like if I were going to go nerfy, I think the nerfy I would go with is this was tough, actually. We're going to go.
Yeah, because I'm surprised there's a spot that you're not fading somebody at. Because I got like a few other thoughts on 3 games. Don't worry, guys. Maybe we can get another pick or 2 out, probably of me, because I have a few more questions for Sosa.
That was the only issue with the nerfies. I just these pitching matchups, like there's a good pitching matchup between you would say Musgrove and Thompson, but Musgrove's been meh. Over his last 4 or 5 starts, he pitches terrible he's pitched terribly against the AL East. Just look at his game logs against the AL East. They're pretty bad. Washington went 5, gave up 4 earned. Washington went 5, gave up 5 earned. Mets got an L, went 6 innings, gave up 3. Mets, another L. Like he's lost. It's literally this division has smacked them around. He hasn't recorded a W against the AL East all season. So that's why I like the Fish first 5. It's just it's more of a fading what I've seen from Musgrove on the road. He's been absolutely terrible.
So All right, get back into this is potentially your game of the night because both teams have 50 wins. Be following Chris on Twitter to potentially get his play here.
You might hear about Giolito on it. Hey man, I wouldn't doubt it. When they're hitting home runs and they're yelling, his hand's not sticky anymore. And I think it's pretty clear. I think they know he's not the same guy without it. And then the thing that I love about Chris is that he always lets you know, like, there are certain guys who everything doesn't apply to because they're just that good. They can really make adjustments and get guys out. But just as far as the data, I would trust all of it from Chris. He's always on point.
So let's get into two more 50-win teams playing each other. Oakland, road favorites here, going up against a pitcher that I think we should potentially be fading tonight. So I'm surprised you're not backing our A's and Montas. I know that could be the way, but Kikuchi has not been pitching too well as of late.
But the Mariners have been playing well as of late. So that's, they're right there. They want to make a run too. It's a stay away for me. Until
Mariners dropped the last two.
They're still competing. They're not getting smoked. You know what I mean? They're in every game. I like the division game now. It's just a stay away for me. Opening game of the series. You know what I mean?
They played last night. Flexing, remember?
Shit.
We talked about it.
Why am I thinking they just played the Rockies? Didn't they just play the Rockies?
The Mariners did before that.
I thought, because you know what it is? Some teams went 4 games. Some teams went 3 this week. That's what it is.
Yeah, Manea had a nice outing last night. It was 4-1 win for the A's. So that's kind of where thought maybe we could roll with it because the A's, they hit lefties well against lefty starters. They're 24-13 overall. Division opponents, they're only 22-20. So that's where it is. But
that's where it is for me, is the division. It's like it might be a good under. We should be betting on teams that bookies are cleaning up with. Would you agree or disagree? Yeah, I like it, but I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just one of those games, bro. First game of it for me, it's the first game because I didn't even know they were playing last night. I said that again, but it's just a stay away from me personally. I can't commit to anything in regards to both teams. The stats against lefties sound pretty dominant, though. It sounds like 24-13 is a great sample to put your money behind. So I wouldn't talk you off it, but it's not like, it's not an official play for me. Something about these A's that just they haven't been able to figure it out quite exactly what they are. And I've just stayed away from betting them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is and about the road teams tonight. Did we back the Tigers at the Royals as dogs? Are the books just throwing that out there? Like, are they just trying to get the trap?
Tigers on an 8-game win streak, correct?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are they?
It's 9 now, or is it 8? It's 8 or 9?
I'll tell you in a second. But yeah, at the Royals, Bullock's pitching. He's 1-3 with the 6 point.
I like him at the plus 100 money line. I love the play. Listen, a team like the Tigers, though, it's no sign. Here's the thing: if a team's on an 8-game win streak, you ride them till they lose. They've won me some money recently. Once I found out they were the 5th profitable team in baseball about 5 days ago.
The Royals are coming off 2 wins at Milwaukee, though, a little mini sweep, a 2-game series.
Yeah, but that was like the big Vegas give back. It's like Major League Baseball picks a team that's heavily favored every week and to fuck us if we bet them. Like, it was like Houston, then it was the Dodgers, and then this week it was them. It was Milwaukee. Like, Milwaukee was like outrageous favorites in every game, and they coughed up 2 of them. So that was like the big Vegas give back. They always do it. They do it at one super favorite does it weekly. It happens every week.
Yeah, the Royals are just playing with a day off, and the Tigers aren't. That is the only thing that I could potentially see.
Hey man, with me, it's when you're hot, you're hot. I'm rolling with the hot hand. I love the Tigers with the plus 100. Even if you were 5, I love the young hitting. I love the manager.
Third play of the day, right there for me.
They're at 500.
Yep. All right, I'll make that the third play. And was there one more game that I was looking at? Oh, Corbin. I know you like to fade him, but you'd have to back the O's, and the O's are only sitting at plus 120 on the money line. There's like no value in the fade Corbin spot.
I like the over in the game. I like the over. It's 10.5, I believe.
It is. Let me grab it.
I like the over in that game for sure. Both pitchers. I like
10.5. You're even. No juice either side.
I like the over. We can go first 5 over too. That's probably what 5.5. I like both overs. First 5, and it should be a pretty good game as far as runs. Entertaining. That's what I'm saying. Like these pitching matchups just aren't it tonight, man. I expect some hits, and runs. Lots of hits, lots of runs tonight. I expect that.
Ooh, I got the Tigers at plus 105. That's nice. So just to recap my bets real quick and then jump in with the questions. If you guys have any last games you want us to touch on, Sox money line minus 120, Tigers money line plus 105, and then Angels first 5 minus 115. Any questions from our people? I mean, we're 25 followers away from another $100 going out on the YouTube page, so make sure you subscribe to that. I mean, it's just a free $100. Everyone's eligible who subscribe. Put it on a bet. Probably put on one that we're back there. Reds. You got your Mahale, and then you got the Cards coming in. Sosa. We'll be thinking about a NL Central match.
The Reds game.
Yeah.
I have no play on it. I have no play in it. If anything, I would like the Reds to score some runs. You know, like that would be like if I look for it to be a rather offensive game. But that would be the only take. Both teams are same record. LeBlanc is I'm not. It'd be the play for me would be the Reds team total, probably 4.5. I would guess.
Yeah, LeBlanc only has 20 innings pitched so far this season. Mahale, I mean, he's been getting hit at home, which was wild.
So that would be.
Let's see.
It would be the Reds team total would be the play, if anything, for me.
Yeah, all 3 of the games in Cincinnati so far this season between the Reds and the Cardinals have gone over. Reds are 2-1 so far in the series at home and 6-4 against them. 6 of the 9 games have gone over the total. So runs look good there. Marcus Sosa's on the Jays team total. Boz, you could potentially win the next one. We're just not going to give you $100 for showing up.
But yeah, man,
that's really it. Tomorrow we got more stuff to talk about. Maybe we get some UFC talking here. We got Chuck coming in with a crazy play here at plus 1,900.
Aquino. From where? From what team?
Royals.
Of course. I should have.
That's what I'm just assuming. It could be wrong, but I'm assuming it's like 99% someone on the Royals.
The Reds, from the Reds. Not familiar. Can't even front. I hear you, Rex.
All right.
That was funny as hell.
Other than that, it's a Friday show, Friday Night Baseball. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you live tomorrow morning. We got more of a jam-packed slate to get into here.
A lot more to talk about. Today is just baseball. You know, it's Friday.
Once we get through the dog days of summer, you won't want to miss the NFL action. We're just gearing up for that. But until tomorrow, have a good Friday night. Let's make some money.
Let's go.